grave. It's like the brother read, when you die, you yield up a ghost. That's why it's important to read those verses that's missing out of 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter. Okay, because there was some translation corruptions with the Vulgate, and Jerome actually forgot to include massive parts of the 7th chapter of 2nd Ezra. Right? So they were translated in other translations as well, Syrian, Arabic, etc. So there's actually an apocrypha that actually has those missing verses included. I forgot the actual name of the apocrypha.
When you go to the spiritual world, that's when you receive your judgment. You serve your judgment here. Get that, matter of fact, it's Ecclesiastes 3:15.
Right, but hold on. See, this is the thing though. When you go to the spirit world, right? Now, that's why you have to read that verse, those verses in 2nd Ezra, because it explains what happens when you're in the spirit world. So basically it says torments, because now Samuel, when he was in the spirit world, he was at rest. But this rich man was being tormented. So what was he being tormented by? Now when you read the chapter in 2nd Ezra 7, okay, look, you're going to have the clowns who say we're going off because they don't expend their minds. But there's missing verses in 2nd Ezra 7 chapter where it explains when you're of the righteous seed, when you die keeping the commandments of the Most High, you are on a safe, you're in a spiritual habitation where you're safe. That's what it says the angels carried Lazarus, right? So, and you see your works, you see the riches that are laid up upon for you, right, in the kingdom, and the wicked man, when he comes up, he sees all the wickedness he did, and then he sees the reward that the righteous is going to get, and then like for instance, if you got a young guy that got shot up in the block, right, or got shot up in the hood, right. Now, we don't know. Every lifetime, he probably was just the same type of nigga, right? Just kept getting killed. Now, up there, he's being tormented by seeing how he's being killed, how he's going to die. That's why I say you don't remember former things or things to come. So that's why when you come down here and you have deja vu, you see things like, man, I saw this before.
And it feels familiar to you.
But you don't remember it, though, because you're in the flesh.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go into precepts, and it's basically scriptures that pretty much describes this guy to a T. And not only that, but it also gives us an example of how not to be in this truth. All right, we're supposed to be humble servants of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and whatever measure of knowledge and faith that the Lord gave you, you utilize it. That's it. Point blank, period. That's all you to do. You don't try to go far beyond your capacity, man. All right. So, with further ado, from here on out in this lesson, I'm gonna just be dealing with scriptures, not only rebuking this guy, but also showing as an example of how not to be, and that we ought to basically be humble, man. All right, be humble. All right, this is the first scripture, Proverbs 25, verse 27. It is not good to eat much honey. So for men to search their own glory is not glory. Next scripture, I'm gonna go in the Apocrypha, and it's in the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 3, verse 21. And it reads, seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. But what is commanded thee, think thereupon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes, the things that are in secret. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 4 and 21. For like as the ground is given unto the wood, and the sea to his floods, even so they that dwell upon the earth may understand nothing but that which is upon the earth, and he that dwelleth above the heavens may only understand the things that are above the height of the heavens. Next scripture I'm gonna get, going back into the scriptures, is Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. It says, "Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?" I'm gonna read that again. "Be not righteous over much, neither make thyself over wise. Why shouldest thou destroy thyself?" All right. Next scripture, Psalms 131, which is a very short chapter. Song of Degrees of David. All right. And this is a man after the Most High's heart. Yahweh, my heart is not haughty, nor mine eyes lofty. Neither do I exercise myself in great matters or in things too high for me. Surely I have behaved and quieted myself as a child that is weaned of his mother. My soul is even as a weaned child. Next scripture, 1 Timothy 3 and 6. Not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he shall fall into the condemnation of the devil. All right. Not a novice, lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil. Uh, 1 Corinthians 8. 1 Corinthians 8 and 1. It says, "Now, as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. And if any man think he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know." All right. Lest what? Lest ye being a novice be filled, be lifted up with pride and fall into the condemnation of the devil. And when you do that, what happens? You start teaching doctrines of devils. And that's what the scripture warned of what happened in these last days, man. 1 Timothy 4 and 1. 1 Timothy 4 and 1. Now the Spirit speaks expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, having their conscience seared with an hot iron. All right. So brothers, man, we got to be careful, man. You see what the Spirit is doing. All right, guys are being made examples of, man. All right. Be humble, man. Was what the Lord gave you, think thereof with reverence, man. All right. All we have is the word. All right? Them 70 books or whatever that's coming out about what happens when you're in the spiritual world. Well, that's not in the scriptures that you have in your hand. So we shouldn't even be concerned with that. All right? You're being curious about things that the Lord did not give you. Ecclesiastes, real quick. Ecclesiastes 12 and 12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished, or be warned, of making many books there is no end. The book of Enoch, those missing 70 books, all right? The lost book of so-and-so, the book of Yasher. And much study is a weariness of the flesh. That's why it says, be not over righteous much, neither be over wise. Why? Because you'll destroy yourself, man. And this is a prime example here, man. All right, his mind and conscience is defiled, man. It's seared with a hot iron. That's why he's teaching all these crazy doctrines, man. Because he really wants to stand out in Israel. All right. Don't no spirit get tormented in the spiritual realm. All right. So let this be a lesson to you, Akim, man. All right. It's the last scripture. I believe it's Proverbs 16. Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. I'm going to read it one more time. Pride goeth before destruction, and an haughty spirit before a fall. All right. So, with that, that's my response. Brothers, stay away from the madness, man. All right. The doctrine that you learn from the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, stick with that, man. Stick with the script. The moment you venture off, Satan is going to try to sift you, man. He's going to come after you. All right. So with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the sincere Akim of the hopeful elect. And with that, Shalom.